J&White is the premier ISO and ITAR certified manufacturer of best-in-class membrane switches, membrane switch assemblies, complex user interfaces, and graphic overlay products. We also have extensive experience in the production of crucial use and extreme environment labels and decals. Our value-added services include manufacturing engineering, rapid prototyping, assembly membrane switch testing, product qualification programs, and vendor-managed inventory. We work with customers and manufacturers in the consumer and industrial electronics, appliance, medical device, agricultural, automotive and vehicle, and Department of Defense (DoD) markets. J&White has two strategic locations, J&White in Perry, New York, and ECI Technologies, a J&White company in Watertown, Connecticut, making J&White a powerhouse in the industry. J&White was founded in Perry, New York 60 years ago as a screen printer. As an industry leader in screen printing technology, we use it every day and in combination with digital printing in very innovative ways. So, let's take a look at a typical job or project flow, how a job might travel through our facility, and provide you with a look at our processes, our facilities, and our featured equipment. After a project design is created, the first step in the manufacturing process at J&White is often the screen-making portion of screen printing. We approach screen printing differently than many of our competitors. For example, we use all Newman roller frames. These frames are costly, but critical to our success. The mesh on Newman roller frames can be tensioned to very specific tensions, and once the mesh relaxes or stretches longer, these frames can be retensioned. This process is known as work hardening the screens and results in superior print quality. It's critical to have consistent tension from screen to screen, especially in multicolored jobs in order to assure colors align properly on the presses. Even if you do everything else right on press, if you have varying tensions in your screens, issues with colors can arise very quickly. In our screen making, we use liquid emulsion and scoop coat it onto the mesh. After exposure, we then remove parts of this emulsion from the screens to create the spaces where ink travels through onto the material being printed below. These spaces create ink wells. As the squeegee drags across these voids, the ink gets pushed through the openings onto the product being printed. Creating consistent, precise thickness of these ink wells yield consistent precision deposition of ink and is critical in maintaining color and ink thickness from job to job. This is particularly crucial to successfully printing with conductive silver-based inks for electronics. This entire process is referred to as controlling EOM, emulsion over mesh. One of the ways J&White creates perfect images in screens is by using a CST DLE computer-to-screen digital screen printer, which can produce screens of up to 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters in size, up to 2,500 DPI, and up to 60 screens per hour. J&White was one of the first manufacturers of membrane switches in North America to take delivery of a CST machine like ours. Not only is it incredibly efficient at screen making, but it is pretty cool to watch in action. Some jobs begin in the screen printing and creation process, while others begin in the humidity and temperature-controlled digital printing room. J&White's digital printing capabilities deliver unique benefits and capabilities to our customers. The HP Indigo 5600 digital press works in 4-color process inks. It takes transparent dots of those 4 colors and layers them over each other to create almost any color in the PMS Pantone matching system spectrum. It's actually not just a 4-color press though. It is a 7-color press enabling the addition of 3 additional spot colors, or the addition of orange and violet to create hexachrome, a 6-color process expanding the color spectrum even further. For the 7th color, we typically use a white ink for the most saturated and opaque colors possible. Because the digital press has the extra color station capability, we can also add custom and specific spot colors. For example, Coca-Cola Red cannot be perfectly recreated with 4-color or 6-color process. We can add a specific exact Coca-Cola Red ink to the digital press. With the digital press, we can achieve exact color runs 100% of the time with perfect registration. We can produce from 1 to 1,100 sheets an hour, making it the perfect machine for both prototype and pre-production projects, as well as full production runs. From the screen making department, screen printed jobs move into the screen printing process and on the main production floor. Our main production floor is arranged as an open space, allowing us to rearrange equipment in any way to maximize efficiency. Jobs are typically screen printed on semi-automatic clamshell screen printing machines, where, after precise setup, a squeegee blade will flood the ink across the screen and then push the ink through the inkwells onto the substrate below. The high-quality screen-making process that we discussed earlier enables these machines to achieve precise, perfect screen printing results. J & White also uses a Sakurai Maestro 80A sheet-fed cylinder press for higher-run screen printing jobs. This state-of-the-art machine runs at a much faster pace than the typical clamshell press. A clamshell screen printing press typically runs at 150 to 200 press sheets an hour. The Sakurai hums along at 1,100 press sheets per hour. This screen press line also has an inline liquid-cooled UV curing oven, making the entire screen printing process automated. One of J & White's key differentiators is our ability to deliver state-of-the-art graphics and innovative products by utilizing a hybrid printing process. This process combines the unique capabilities of our digital printing techniques with our screen printing processes on the same project, a printing process that rivals any on the planet. For example, in digital printing, we can accommodate variable data, the printing of a variable element in each print in a large production run. To understand variable data printing, imagine a graphic overlay that has the same user interface design on a 1,000-unit run, but each contains a different serial number printed in the corner of each of those pieces. Not only can we accommodate this type of variable data printing on our digital press, but we can then move that printed piece into screen printing and add additional screen printed layers. A top coat of matte finish, as example, screen printed in certain areas on a graphic overlay for durability or graphic enhancement. The design potentials are endless, and our award-winning projects have demonstrated that time after time. After sheets of substrate are printed, either digitally on automated screen presses or a combination of both, they are placed on two conveyors leading into drying ovens to dry and cure. J & White uses two different types of ink systems in our screen printing process. Solvent-based inks, which dry in the air, very much like a house paint, and UV-curable inks, a more sustainable and environmentally friendly ink, which is cured or dried instantly when exposed to UV light. There are advantages to both solvent-based inks and UV-based inks, and we are experts at recommending the best ink for your job. UV-cured inks can be cured or dried much faster using a UV oven. Our UV ovens use UV light to cure the ink instantly onto the substrate material. Printed substrate sheets are quality controlled and inspected at each step of the production process to ensure the level of precision and quality our customers have come to expect. After a press sheet has gone through its predetermined printing processes, it typically moves on to the lamination area of our production floor, if lamination is involved in the project. We have many different options in automated lamination and custom lamination capabilities. Our focus here is typically the application of adhesive, full or selective, to subsurface printed products or the lamination of clear films for durability over top surface printing label stock. From there, on to cutting. J & White utilizes a number of automated cutting processes to extract the final product from the substrate press sheets. Depending on the nature of a project and its individual requirements, the final products could be cut in our laser cutting area, our digital blade cutting area, or in our die cutting area. J&N White utilizes two coherent Meta 5C laser cutters which can precisely cut hundreds of final products per hour, depending on size, complexity, and thickness. Laser cutters utilize optical targets printed on the press sheets, which the camera in the laser cutter uses for registration. We utilize the laser cutters commonly for sheets of thicker plastic substrates, lens materials, polycarbonates, acrylics, etc. And did I mention it's lasers? Our expertise in digital blade cutting is critical to our customers due to the precision we are able to achieve with a physical blade. Our Zund S3 M800 system, like the laser cutters, uses optical targets printed on the substrate sheets that the built-in camera uses for precise registration, but uses a diamond point blade to make the custom shape cuts instead of a laser. We typically use the Zund digital blade cutting system for kiss cutting label stocks and other similar adhesive-backed products. Many jobs with large production runs require the efficiency and speed of die cutting. Our die cutting rooms have both clamshell die cutters as well as Preco server press flatbed automated die cutting machines. This electromechanical machine is designed for cutting anything from electronics, graphics, digital prints, microfluid components, tactile sensors, and is for anyone who wants to stay away from hydraulic fluids in a clean environment. It is the only servo press die cutter on the market with real-time XY theta registration capabilities with the ability to position tooling to product to plus or minus 1/1000th of an inch. It utilizes a camera for registration, just like the laser and digital blade cutters, and has automatic sheet-fed capabilities for longer, faster die cutting runs. Embossing on graphic overlays and membrane switches also takes place in this area. We are experts in varying and precision levels of embossing on multiple substrate types using male-female magnesium etched tooling, as well as CNC machined hard tools. Deslugging also lives here. Deslugging uses pneumatic presses to remove the internal waste of die-cut parts. Having so many automated processes and capabilities in our production environment enables us to be competitive with offshore manufacturers, especially with graphic overlays and labels. We are removing costly labor and enabling you to manufacture your products and parts entirely in the USA. After your products have been cut, they are ready to move on to inspection, packing, and shipping as finished goods. One of the first potential stops here is our MicroView station. We utilize a MicroView Excel 501UC for first article inspection reports needed as part of our ISO certifications. This high-tech device is fully programmable, and after one part is set up, we can check as many additional parts as required. It utilizes a high-resolution, high-sensitivity digital camera with a 36:1 zoom range for part inspection. Advanced motion control ensures high accuracy measurement without scarification of measurement speed. Let's move into our full inspection area. Our inspection criteria is driven by our customers and their critical success factors. We take part inspection very seriously and invest time and money to have a dedicated staff just for this specific important task. Located in this area is also our finished good inventory, part of our vendor-managed inventory value-added service. Our real-time inventory system tells exactly how much of a part's finished good inventory we have on hand at any given time. If you need to know if you have inventory of a part left over here, we can tell you instantly and have it shipped out immediately upon request. J&N White is not just a manufacturer of parts. Our new business development and switch teams provide our customers with decades of experience in membrane switch, custom switch assembly, and graphic overlay engineering experience, and can help you optimize your designs for the most efficient manufacturing possible and most effective use on your finished product. We can take your finished design and make it reality. Or if you're seeking advice on your design, we can show you ways of implementing your ideas into a finished product better than what you had envisioned and as cost-effectively as possible. Our graphics department and team can help you understand what your part is going to look like, inside and out, layer by layer, utilizing 3D modeling, mechanical CAD drawing, and Illustrator graphic artwork creation before it goes into production. We utilize high-end computers and the latest software to make your designs come to life. J & White earns your trust in your business every step of the way. From experienced, innovative engineers at the outset, to extensive automation, to the most up-to-date, state-of-the-art production technologies, to competitive and industry-leading pricing structures. J & White makes great products better.